Don't even want to make this recap. But yeah, I guess here's how we fucked up the win streak already. Honestly, it's not a crazy fuck up. I literally just took this cross evals. I knew it was a shittier play. Should have just stayed out though. It's just I don't really care about the loss. It's more of the fact that I keep fucking up these win streaks, bro. Like what the fuck? What is this trade? What is this, bro? Anyways, get into my reasoning behind this. Honestly, it isn't too terrible. Like it's not like I was still bearish in this moment, but it's the price action, the entry model, definitely could have avoided this. This was not an A plus. Honestly, this isn't even a trade I would take at all, in my opinion. If there's an entry up here, would for sure take that, but there's none, and I settled for this extremely discounted entry, and it was pretty obvious that this fucking low would have edged and generated more liquidity. So, anyways, I guess we'll get into it. There's also like two or three other good setups that I ended up missing out on. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into that. What I accidentally clicked the wrong button here, but all right. So I'm gonna actually go 5 minutes before market open because I was extremely bullish. All right, previous day. All right, Wednesday we had FOMC. Absolutely fucking dumped, monstrous of a dump right there into this new week opening gap. Very fast reaction to the upside, super V shape, great trend line, London high. We have an untapped 4-hour BPR up here, right? Right there. And then we also have this untapped hourly, which both fall under, or before I get into that, we have already said that. I'm fucking stupid. We have this final buy side, which is London high. That's at the top of all this generated liquidity, and that all falls inside of OTE of this massive range that we put in from this all-time high all the way down there, right? So that is not all-time high. What the fuck did I just do? Oh, that scared me a bit. So this is not all-time high. I was wrong. All-time high is somewhere over there, but we still have a huge range that we have here. And yeah, all the DOLs, everything is perfect, bro. Pitch fucking perfect. I'm not even expecting anything crazy like of a manipulation lower because if we go to the hourly, you can see we bounced out of these two hourly fair value gaps. That was during Asia, and then we even bounced out of a tiny hourly right there, ran up. So honestly, I'm just looking for any continuation model to the upside. I don't care how premium we are, as long as it's a good manipulation lower, and everything's aligning perfectly. That's great, right? Like I'm not expecting something super fucking deep, like all the way come down a discount. I mean that would be nice since we have our gap down there, but yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. And if I keep fucking talking way too much. Anyways, 5 minutes before market open, we end up hitting this buy side. We fall short of the hourly BPR. If we go to the 15-minute, you can see that we already took the final buy side. Now, can you aim for the 4-hour BPR and the 1 hour? Yeah, you can, but I mean, we're already inside of this. Are we inside of it? Oh, I guess not. So we still have some good DOLs above, but we did complete the market maker buy model right here. All right. Now I guess to be 100% complete would technically be up here, but that's another fucking story. It's way too far up. But in this case scenario, once we reverse, from here, this is the very obvious DOL. So that got taken out. We did generate an S&T with ES there. Um, so I didn't want to just long off of just targeting this 4-hour BPR, this 1 hour. I mean, if there's a good setup, I'd like it because I'm still bullish overall. But I'm expecting some type of I'm not too sure what to expect here. If we're gonna continue to distribute higher, if we're gonna manipulate or not manipulate, distribute lower from here, or just consolidate. Ideally, would probably just consolidate and range for the day, is what I was expecting. Um, but yeah, oh shit, wrong fucking time frame. So once we hit that, we did give a pretty clean 1 minute IFEG to the downside right here, which immediately delivered. Now I'm going to tell you my thoughts on why I thought this was very fucking good. Okay, for one, we already completed the market maker buy model. We have an untapped 5 minute here and a pretty decent size untapped 5 minute there, which also aligned with its order block. And then if you mark this range from the 15 minute that we just put in, because this was also manipulation, we took out liquidity, respected an imbalance, and tapped that hourly before running up and hitting London. So this is a very good key, not necessarily level, but a key range, I would say. And this untapped 15 minute, which was also an untapped 30 minute, aligned perfectly with OTE, as well as that discounted 5 minute. Where was that at? Oh, the discounted 5 minute is up here, but we had another one down there too. So yeah, this was a really, really, really fucking good play. I guess you could have gone break even at the first 5 minute or those equal lows there, but yeah, that shit absolutely ran. Now here's where I took a trade. Okay, so if we go to the 15 minute, I'm gonna just play this out here. You can see we inverse the 15 minute, this triple BPR that we have here. We inverse that, right? So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I mean, this is a pretty clear bearish sign. I mean, look at the reaction we gave off of, sweeping this buy side. Looks pretty fucking bearish to me. So I'm assuming the next DOL is going to be this London low, or this not Asia low, but the low that swept that hourly, or tapped into the hourly, not swept. Why the fuck am I so retarded right now? But yeah, we had a 5 minute above here, and it was also a BPR, so I'm gonna mark that out as well. Okay, if we go back to the 1 minute, I would have liked if we generated low resistance. Like if we just bounced off like from here, I feel like this trade could have turned out completely different. All right, but the fact that we took that low out, then we ran up, kind of just a protected low. We swept this low inside of a fair value gap, because if we look, we never inversed the 30 minute, right? We never inversed the 30 minute. The 30 minute ended up holding. However, we did inverse the 5 and the 15 minute, which is what I was basing this off of. That's what I used for my confirmation to be bearish, and then obviously just a setup being presented is the ultimate confirmation. So we hit EQ this range. I was looking for an entry here, and then I saw that we edged equilibrium right before this candle here. And I knew once we hit this, and if we present a short right away, I'm fucking full porting, because that would look beautiful. We don't end up doing that. We don't generate any fair value gaps. We do hit OTE of this range. Completely filling the 5 minute BPR, dumping lower. And if there, like I said, if there's an entry right here, this would have been perfect, because I could have gone break even at this low, right? This internal low. But there was no entry there. All right, there was a 15-second that happened a little bit later on, like right here, but I personally didn't take it. I wanted more confirmation. So, and we also had a pretty big fair value gap right there. We had that 15-second. We have a 30-second right there that we could have also waited for, and then we also have like a tinier, like 1 minute. What the hell is happening? So I waited for that 1 minute, and by the time we got the 1 minute, I mean, I should have known. I kind of already knew, like, okay, there's a pretty high chance of retracement just looking at how the price action is looking right now. So I could have waited for a discounted entry and take like a smaller loss, but I don't know why I kind of just jumped into this. I was busy as well. I was in I had a meeting in like literally 3 minutes, so that kind of fucked with me. But yeah, I was looking to go break even at this swing low, kind of a protected break even, and just a really low entry. So I don't like that at all. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Bless me. But yeah, I got fucking railed here. Saw this displacement of a candle, and I knew I was absolutely fucked. My only chances of staying in this trade was this gap here, and yeah, we absolutely got railed. My stop, I wanted to aim for like a 1-to-1 towards London low, so I put my stop above this order block, which is also above, this 1 minute fair value. I can't even fucking mark it. 1 minute fair value gap right there. So yeah, I got absolutely railed, but this was not a super good setup. I mean, just looking at the price action without the P&L being right there, does this look like something like, oh, I need to enter shorts? Like, I mean, we did dump pretty low here, but dude, there's just not a valid entry. So I was just chasing entries at this point in time, but I wouldn't say it's too terrible, but definitely some mistakes were made, and I could have avoided this. But yeah, and then we gave this trade, but this was fucking beautiful, by the way. Excuse me. So we did inverse the 5 and 15 minute, which I didn't really like, but we held that 30 minute fair value gap. All right. And we also had a protected high since we swept buy side already. But why did I really like this trade? I think it was really just because of how fucking good it looked. So we inversed this 5 minute BPR up here, which was an entry in itself pretty much. I personally wouldn't have taken it. This would have been break even anyways, but We end up inversing this 5-minute as well, and then we open up a new 5-minute right here, and we pull back into that 5-minute, right? Now, what I would have liked more is if we, hit equilibrium of this range. That would have been pretty nice. We fell a little bit short of it, but, it's fine. The entry model was just phenomenal, all right? We generated equal highs up here, okay? We have a very good rejection wick here, and on top of that, we still have a valid DOL. Now, this, like I said a million times, this high is protected, but, I mean, the DOL is still valid. It makes a lot of sense for us to come up to this 4-hour BPR, this untapped hourly. It makes sense, and we have a really, really good generated set of equal highs. Now, unfortunately, it did get taken by the time entry occurred, so that's the rejection candles we're seeing. And dude, I think what made this trade the most was the sheer amount of displacement. We got a beautiful CISD. Fuck the CISD, bro. We got a whole break of structure right here, right? We got good displacement past this tiny 1-minute fair value gap. So this was just the most phenomenal entry I've seen in a minute, bro. I don't know what about this specifically looks so fucking good. I think just seeing the 5-minute getting tapped, and then that beautiful CISD plus the IFEG entry, just, oh, man, everything about this looks so fucking good. I don't know, but yeah, a nice 1-to-1 right here towards the 4-hour BPR. You could have held to the untapped hourly, but I mean, why are you asking for that much? It's already risky enough aiming for a targeted or a protected high. So this was the ideal target, and I stayed out, and I really should have taken a re-entry here. In my mind, in the back of my mind, I really wasn't planning on trading anymore because I was just completely wrong about the setup over here, so I was kind of just done for the day. But this is something I definitely would have taken if I didn't take that previous loss, so fuck me for that, bro. That kind of pissed me off just remembering about that. But this technically would be a break even, but I think in my mind as well, I was thinking, like, right when we ended up generating equal lows right here, so I was like, do I really think I would go break even if I took this? Like, if I took this on eval, I would have for sure held this motherfucker because, bro, I mean, stop loss is pretty protected. If we do reverse from here, we still have equilibrium and OTE, which my stop is resting underneath. And then we also have this 1-minute BPR that got generated right there. So it's pretty protected, and I'm assuming that we're probably just going to, pull back. Can't even do my tool, but pull back into this area and then still launch higher. So that's exactly what we did, except we didn't hit the level I wanted to, but it's all good. But yeah, 4-hour got hit, and then we got immediate reaction to the downside. So if you were targeting the hourly, you got fucking raped, bro. Wrong choice of words, but stop here. This looks like honestly, this was in my head. I was thinking pattern trade, but it makes sense. We hit the 4-hour BPR, reswept this high. Now we can definitely move lower. So it makes sense. Maybe not necessarily the best targets. You're aiming for a mitigated 5-minute. There's really no untapped gap down here that you can target. No untapped 15 minutes. So it just looked really good. The entry model looked really good, which is why I associated it with a pattern trade. But I mean, yeah, we got a nice order block that got generated. Stop loss above the order block, above the IFEG, above this new lead generated for value gap. And man, dude, these fucking entries were just hitting off rip. Like, what the fuck? And then, yeah, I mean, pretty much did exactly what I kind of thought we would do. We didn't necessarily have terrible choppy PA because the PA was really fucking good. I feel like the worst part about PA was this section right here. But yeah, like I said, once we hit the high, we didn't really distribute lower. We didn't really distribute too much higher. We just fucking bounced up, down, and just chopped within this, 225 point range. Now, the hourly did end up getting hit above. I'm not too sure what we did after. I'm going to go ahead and play this out because I got some shit to do. Can't be on this recap for too long, but yeah. Wasn't expecting too much. But yeah, this was a really, really good day. Lots to learn from here. Big mistake that I can avoid next time coming into the next trading day is don't settle for some bullshit entry. All right, if there's something I like, there's no entry provided. And like, if the entry doesn't really make sense, just don't fucking force it. Like this right here, even though there was no IFEG, I mean there was a 15-second, but let's say there wasn't. Just for the sake of this argument, like this would have been a much more better play than taking this down here, just for a simple IFEG. Like, bro, this is a really good discretional play, It's more of like a confirmation candle. This was a really fucking good play that I could have taken instead of the shit play right there. Not to say that I need to take these type of plays, but it's just saying it's much better than taking something like this. But yeah, that kind of sucks. But anyways, learn from the shit, and yeah, you're gonna do better next day. So today was Juneteenth. I can show you what price action looked like. I might as well, since I'm about to hop off this bitch. But what the fuck is this, dude? Holy moly, this is absolutely insane. We didn't even develop a 100-point range. It was below 100 points of just nonsense, bro. Fuck this day. So glad I didn't wake up to trade this dog shit. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this week recap, or not week recap. I'm about to do that later tonight or something. But trade recap. So yeah, good day. I'm kind of just yapping. I don't really know how to end this video off because I'm fucking brain dead right now and I'm starving. Might get some In-N-Out or something, but yep, got some shit to attend to, so I'm out.